Hey everyone, yep, now we do have another severe thunderstorm warning for Sumner. I'm gonna pause our live radar and zoom in. I know it's right on the edge of it, but it is mainly for this little curve right here that is coming into Goodlettsville, and that will be heading into Hendersonville and eventually White House later on. And I was talking to someone on social media, like he's like, "I'll bet you donuts if White House will not get hit," and I really thought White House and Hendersonville would not get hit, but along the cold front, all these storms have formed immediately. So I'm going to make our radar a little bit bigger. I kind of made where you can see our weather cam that is a little bit north of Gallatin. It's actually looking toward this storm coming into Hendersonville. I'm going to keep it up so y'all can see the incredible lightning show. But I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so I can make the radar a little bit bigger so y'all can see what we are looking at. There we go. I'm going to see. Right now, so we do have this severe thunderstorm warning that is going to be issued and will expire in about 41 minutes, so about 8:45. I do know Hendersonville High School football game is in a lightning delay, and I believe Beach might be as well. I'm hoping so because this storm will be making its way that way as well. So this storm will be coming into Hendersonville, going kind of toward Long Hollow Pike within the next, I want to say, 15 to 20 minutes, if that. Of course, I'm right at the line right here where Sumner and Davidson kind of meet. So I am actually hearing a couple rumbles of thunder right now. So I won't be surprised if I get the heavy rain in the next 5 minutes. So with this warning, we are looking about hail, about 1 inch, winds up to 60, which you can see this bowing, kind of like that backwards C. I know a lot of meteorologists, we like to say this backwards C kind of shape, which is where the winds are pushing forward. So that's where you get the intensity of the winds at 60, 70, even 80 plus mile winds coming in. So I would rather see that than like the tornado signature and all. Of course, we all know a couple months ago when we had that 90-mile-per-hour wind gust that left damage kind of similar to a low grade tornado. But right now we are not looking at that. I'll show you real quick our velocity so you can see where the intense winds are happening. So you saw how is that C shape. So right here, that's going right above downtown Nashville. That will be making its way into Goodlettsville, into Hendersonville the next 10 to 15 minutes. That is where our intensity, the most intense winds are right now. So it's actually kind of outside of the severe thunderstorm warning. So, but it'll be moving into the warning in a few minutes. So I would not be, it'd be headed. I'm going to draw real quick. I'm finally back, not just on my laptop, I'm back on my screen. So my drawings are going to be kind of worse because I'm not doing touch screen. So this will be moving toward that way. So right toward Pope John Paul High School, which I believe they have a home game tonight, as well as Beach in Hendersonville. Gallatin, you're a little bit a ways off. If this continues, I would not be surprised if Gallatin goes back into another lightning delay because I knew it had one right at the beginning of the game. I would not be surprised if this will cause another one. So I do not know if there's like a rule because I do know I want to say college is like it can't start after like midnight or something like that. So I don't know if high school is like 11 o'clock. Though being on a Friday night, I don't know the rules on that. I do know lightning has to be within 10-mile radius, which you see this lightning strike right here. That's definitely less than definitely less than 5 miles away from Hendersonville High School. So I'm going to zoom back out and go back to reflectivity. So, and I am going to get rid of this drawing if it will let me. Yeah. We'll just, I kind of like having that arrow. It actually worked perfect because it's still showing you where the motion of the storm's going. I'm going to go and do our little, so you see how it kind of looked like it was going straight toward downtown Nashville and then kind of curved up. So that's where I showed you where the winds were. The strongest winds were like right around here. That storm is like kind of curving, so that's where those winds are wrapping around. So I would not be surprised if we do have some tree damage now be coming into Goodlettsville and Hendersonville later on. I'm going to show you, I'm going to zoom out and show you a few other things that I'm going to be worried about, especially with it being Friday Night Lights. Is these storms back in Dixon and over here by McKenzie and Paris. Those will be making their way toward Nashville and toward Hendersonville later on. That's with how slow the storms are moving about 30 mile per hour. So that's where I'm like, I feel like the games will get started back, but then these storms are carrying a ton of lightning. Like you're seeing over here in like Smyrna, Murfreesboro, Franklin area, there's lightning, but there's no really, like over here in Lebanon, right around 8:40, there's a lightning strike, but there's not really a storm around this. These storms are carrying a lot of lightning, so I would not be surprised if most of these games do get postponed or end up just being a non-contest. I hate saying that, but right now I'm going to go in and do our ETA. I know WeatherWise does not have a really ETA kind of thing like Radar Omega does, but right now our Radar Omega is showing our little lightning storm down there. So I'm going to do this through WeatherWise. And you see like these little white indentions, that is our storm track. Each indention is 15 minutes. So the main meat of the storm, which is right where my red arrow is, where the winds we were saying were the most intense, that will probably be around Long Hollow Pike within the next 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I'm really hoping these will go really quick so we can get the games back and started, but things can change because I really thought we might have our bubble would not burst and we wouldn't get rain. But thank goodness we do need the rain. So Hendersonville about 15 to 20 minutes. Gallatin, I'm going to say about, I want to say 30 to 45 minutes if it continues that path. It'll go north of Gallatin, but I'll still believe Gallatin High School will be in a lightning delay if it's not already, by looking at how intense all these little white lightning strikes. That's how many lightning strikes are happening with this storm. It's crazy. But once again, I'm not seeing a lot of comments, so if I do miss your comments, I am sorry. I'm gonna look real quick and see if we have any hail reports that are coming in. I do know this is just for Davidson and Robertson, but I know I did a survey on my website and on the social media. What can I do to improve Sumner? And a lot of you really wanted me to focus on a little bit of Robertson, which I'll do a little bit, but not much. Since this is headed in our direction, which most storms in Robertson County and Davidson County do head our way, and with a lot of y'all out and about with it being football games out because it's Friday night, I wanted to go ahead and give y'all an update because it's coming. There's no way of blocking it coming into Sumner. So I just want y'all to be a heads up. Which I would not be surprised if we do get that warning extended into Sumner. So that's not why I haven't really posted anything on social media with it being a warning. I just want to go ahead and jump in and let y'all know. Okay, I just got this thing. So it looks like right now it is going to be a special weather statement, which will include Gallatin. Well, fully includes Hendersonville, but it does include Gallatin as well. So with that case, it looks like the winds are dying down. Now I'll go back to our velocity so we can really. So as you can see, I'm going to actually split the screen so we can look at the reflectivity and the velocity at the same time. So I'm not flipping back and forth and really missing stuff. So y'all can really see what part of the storms. I think it's going to make me split into 4 screens instead of 2. I'll have to fix that. I'm going to go in and see if it will let me delete these. There we go. I'm going to I really want to just do 2 of these because it looks kind of crazy because you're looking at velocity over here in this box, then the reflectivity, and then the CC, which is where I really don't want to look at the CC because it's not a tornado warning. So I am actually going to see if I can. And if y'all have any questions or anything, go ahead and throw them in while I'm trying to see if it will let me just do. Okay, what's this? Do 2. Let's see if this will fix it. This is kind of a newer weather app. It's actually, I think it started about 6 months ago. And it's really improved since then. So here we go. So I did switch over to 2 so we can really see what's going on. So in our right hand box is our reflectivity, which again shows how heavy the rain is. And then our velocity is over here in our left box, which is where we can see like the rotation in the atmosphere and wind speeds as well. So you notice when we were pointing over here above downtown Nashville, in that loop area, it was very bright. That was where the strongest of the winds are. It has died down, so that is why the National Weather Service went ahead and did a special weather statement for us. So, and it kind of looks like it's, instead of going up like it was before, it's kind of taking that right hand turn. So White House might be spared once again, but don't forget we do have more storms that are forming right in front, right by the cold front that will come through. And of course, once that cold front comes through this line of storms, the National Weather Service will start dropping the severe thunderstorm watch, which I'm hoping it will be about 10 o'clock sometime. Right now it is till midnight, but I believe we'll, most of the time watches get canceled or expired early. Likely to miss. I think so, especially with this, but that top part, I'm gonna. These storms like to twist and wiggle, and I'm sure throwing the National Weather Service a fit on this kind of steady, because that upper edge that's right at the north of Davison looks like it could go up to Greenbrier and possibly depends on if that dies out or if it moves completely to the right like the rest of the storm is going. But I do, once again, Sumner does not have a severe thunderstorm warning right now. I just went ahead and jumped on just in case because I know a lot of y'all are out and about. I am going to see if I can. I'm going to stop it. Let's see how fast. Winds have dropped to 40, it seems. So it's still, so now it's going due east at 30. So Hendersonville is right on the doorstep of you right now. Gallatin, I want to say now about 30 to 45 minutes. I would do our Radar Omega timeline and stuff like that, but right now Radar Omega is just focused on our little. I know y'all probably are getting distracted by the little lightning show that's below us. I've been watching that for the past hour and it's been crazy. But that is what our Radar Mega app is focusing on right now, is that this camera, actually, I can show you a little bit where that camera is. It is in a little area called Music Mountain, which is right here above Gallatin. So it is focused on that storm coming into Hendersonville right now. And I'm going to switch back to our reflectivity. Now, WeatherWise has actually updated a little bit more with reflectivity. You have this one, and then you have reflectivity X, which kind of, I know it looks like a big mess, all green and stuff like that. So that kind of calms that down a little bit, or it did earlier, but now with how much rains in our atmosphere, it's showing green all over the place. And then we have this max one, which I don't like to use because it's like it shows how it makes the storms look more intense than what they really are. So that's why I like to kind of drop and do the reflectivity X, because it kind of doesn't make it too scattered. I'm going to zoom out and let y'all see we do have these other storms right here that are coming, are moving due east because they are following the cold front, which is right around here. So it's just like just building and forming right in that cold front that's pushing. If we can just get that cold front through here very quickly, the storms will die out. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to see if there's any. I am not seeing any reports yet coming out of Davidson, but I'm not. Trying to see if I have any reports, which I'm not seeing any, or any comments. Once again, if y'all do see any hail or structure or tree damage, I know I sound like a broken record. And if y'all do see it, please send us photos if safely. If not, just give us a location and the size of hail. Like, is it a penny? Is it a dime? Is it a quarter? A golf ball? Softball? Which that rarely ever happens. Softball. I'm going to see if I'm getting any other comments, because for some reason, okay, for some reason, I'm not seeing like Twitter, or excuse me, X's comments. So I'm going through them right now because I'm seeing Facebook's and YouTube's, but I'm not seeing X's for some reason. So let's see. Okay, Gallatin High School is closing down. Okay, good. I figured as much with how much lightning. I wish there was something on this app where I can like do like zoom out and like do like a little box and it tells me how many lightning strikes are happening. Let's see. I'm not. Okay. You'll see every once in a while these warning boxes will flash. I have it where if it's a new one and it just pops up, it flashes, or if there's an update to it, then it'll flash. Which I believe the update was they cut out right here and just made it strictly Davidson and Robertson. This storm is surely taking its time. I'm gonna look real quick because now with how it's taking its sweet time, I'm gonna see the 1 hour precip. And this 1 hour precip is basically the rainfall rates. I know you hear us meteorologists say rainfall rates are an inch and a half, something crazy like that. So it looks like an inch, almost inch and 3/10 over. So it's pretty good downfall right there. Let me see. I'm looking at an inch of. Right now, we're looking at storm total precip, which is basically the total of the rain that's fallen. Now I'm looking at 1 inch, 1.2. So that's what's headed to us. So that will help our drought a little bit, not where we really need it. Because right now, I'm going to zoom out and show you kind of where our drought, like we're under the severe, like a little bit of us is under severe. It's like a C shape, and then the rest is in like a level 2. So it'll help a little bit, but not what we fully need, which tomorrow morning we're actually supposed to have several rounds of storms and showers up until noon tomorrow. So we'll see how. I think the predicted was like an inch and a half to 2 inches is what they were saying for these next couple of days. So it put a little dent, but not a full dent into the drought. But I'm gonna go back here because it looks like they did make our special weather statement a little bit bigger to include this little storm that's now coming into downtown Nashville. But my goodness. Does anyone know the rule for like wind storms? No, no tornado risk. Sorry, Emily, I just saw that. No. It's very, very low. Our main threats are damaging wind, hail, and heavy downpours. I would not be surprised if there's a little street flooding. But no, going back, does anyone know what the rule is? Like, is there a certain time period football games cannot start back after a delay? Because that's what I'm wondering. I'm going to zoom back out to show y'all why I'm concerned if the games will get back in today or not. Is these storms back in Big Sandy and Camden and Waverly, and of course these storms over here in Dixon and all. I don't know if they will die out before they get. They might. Then some storms might pop back up. Summer times really intensify very quickly, then die out very quickly, or ones that move so slowly that you get flooding. So that's why I'm concerned that games will probably be canceled because once one storm goes away, you got these right here. But do they intensify? Do they die out? Models are going back and forth on it. But with how much lightning, it honestly looks like these are dying out just a little bit, and these over here are really intensifying. So you could get some, but the thing is, this storm right here is just sticking around right at the border of Davison and Sumner. And it's just lightning like crazy, as you can see in the weather cam. And I'm, I'm going to look real quick because that pink is turning a little black. So I don't really want to see. I'm going to go to the vertical. So right now we're looking at the vertical liquid, which shows you where hail is. That's why I was wondering because I was seeing that purple and pink and that black color in that reflectivity. I figured there would be some hail right there. And where you see these purples right here, that is so ridge top coming into Millersville, White Hill area. That is, I know, it looks like it's going to go right toward White House and Walnut Grove. I'm gonna look at the. I mean, it looks like it could go just south of White House. I mean, that's what we were saying before, but because it's making more of a turn, but it looks like it's kind of expanding more north too, especially on this where the hell core is. I'm gonna go back to reflectivity. This storm just likes to dance, go one direction and then go the other direction, and then but not really move at all. But now going back to the football games, that's what I'm worried about, if they will start back and then have another delay, or just because you really got to think of the safety of the players as well as the parents and family members and students and everybody else. Okay. I'm seeing several photos and videos of lightning coming in on X right now. Sharing some of those. I'll look back and see. There's reports of plenty of small hail coming. So right where we were talking about that hail, there's reports of small hail coming out of that. I'm not sure what size the small hail is considered. Let's see. All right, it looks like we have another special weather statement coming out for us. Let's where. Let's see that pop up in a second. We'll see how much that extends. If y'all are out at the games, let me know what they're saying, because I'm not. I only get the information from you all because I really need to work on making this where the you can see our lightning show a little bit bigger, because I've been watching it for a while and it's a good lightning show. I would love to learn how to get a good picture of lightning. I have a good Canon Rebel camera, and I'm trying to learn how to use it. I would love to learn how to get a good picture of lightning, just to use that as like a background for Sumner. Because I'm not going to update the logo or anything, because I updated the logo, I want to say late last year. I just want a couple good photos. So if y'all have any good photos of like lightning and storms around Sumner, feel free to send them to me at my email, which is sumnercountywx@gmail.com. I'll definitely use it on social media. Our website, of course, give y'all credit as well. I just want to be able to do like backgrounds that are, because you see all these pictures of like lightning over the lake or fields and stuff, but it's not Sumner County. I want it to be in Sumner County. Gonna see if there's anything else that they're reporting. Okay, see, because the storm is weakening and moving away from the front, they are canceling the severe warning. That was for Davidson and Robertson. That wasn't for Sumner. I might, since they are canceling that severe, and I know it wasn't for Sumner, I might jump off a little bit, but I'm going to keep the live radar going. And on, of course, I'll still be on the social media. I'm probably going to be on probably most of tonight with all storms and showers coming in. So I'm probably going to be pulling an overnighter for you guys. So, which I'm used to anyways. I'm a night owl. So I'm going to jump off. I actually need to get me some dinner because I haven't had dinner yet. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to do the live radar loop going on. And if we get another where I think they're going to issue a warning, I'll jump back on. I might jump in and out just talking, but we'll see what these storms do. So, all right, I am going to I need to find some new music to play there in our little live radar thing. But all right. Don't forget, if y'all do see any tree structure damage, let us know. Also with hail and flooding, of course, because we all know Stop 30 Road is going to be flooding, even though they're trying to fix it. So this will be a test to see how well it does. All right. I will be back if needed.